Hey guys, I'm Chefsters. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video, but I'm so excited to share more builds, more sims, and maybe even some Let's Plays with you guys. I have a lot of ideas up my sleeve and I can't wait to share them with you all. So come say hi, visit me on Twitter, Chefsters33 or Chefsters if you're looking for me. But for now, enjoy this little create a sim couple. See you guys later. Meet Joel and Elizabeth, aka Biz Paget. Let's get into their create a sim. Hey guys, Chefsters here. So I started with Joel Paget, and this was kind of my base sim. And I like to do a thing sometimes where I just pick one hair and I go with the storyline. And when I picked this hair, immediately I thought of just a guy who is kind of introverted. He's creative, maybe a little bit shy. And I clicked on this face and all of a sudden that like storyline really came to life for me. I don't know why, but I just saw this kid and maybe his parents were first generations. I'm in America, so you know, sometimes when you know, your family's not from around here, it can be challenging to assimilate to that society. So little editing comment. This is not representative of all people who are first generation Americans or all people who are immigrants to a country. Not every single one of them is an introvert at all. I hope it doesn't come across that way, but that's just what I had imagined for this sim and maybe his backstory. Perhaps even he had siblings or was an only child, or his siblings were like very much older than him or younger than him. So he just felt like the black sheep of his family. That's basically what I was trying to get across. I hope I didn't offend anyone by talking about immigrants or anything, because that was not my goal. I just wanted to give the sim kind of like an interesting backstory and something different. Thanks guys so much for watching. We're gonna continue now. Okay, bye. I kind of imagined this sim to be, you know, on his own, maybe a little bit of like a loner, but I don't actually give him that trait. But just someone who, you know, is super creative, but a little bit on their own. And then I took off his clothes and I realized how skinny he was, and I was like, oh goodness. So I decided to put a little bit of meat on his bones, and then I actually changed his entire body preset up to just give him like a little bit more structured build. Dropped his mouth a little bit, which I felt gave him a lot more personality and really kind of like, I don't know, that emotional being. Yeah, just playing around with his body shape, give him a little bit of a booty here too, just enough. And I really liked his tattoo, so I decided to keep it because it really played on the creative side of him. And then I was like, yes, this is you can do it, Joel. We got it. We made it. I'm really a terrible typer, but we'll talk about that in another video. And so I finally decided that I was happy with his body. I thought, hey, maybe he has a scar or some facial details, but I didn't see anything that really I loved. So I was kind of clicking around here, trying to find what Joel would wear, what he would be about. And eventually we landed on some jeans, real simple. And Joel's like a laid back guy. And then I popped this top on, which I actually end up really liking. Just kind of low key, nothing too dramatic. And then I went back in and started editing his eyes a little bit more, and then all of a sudden we got to this. So I'm not quite sure what that was all about. Not sure why I decided to move his eyes like that, but hey, it worked for the editing purposes. But here we are, just finishing off his shoes, getting them all together. Yeah, I just imagined Joel to be really this kind of like nonchalant, relaxed guy. Like, he's not worried about other people's stuff. He's really about his own stuff. I actually, sorry I cheated a little bit here, but I fell in love with this like look from, I think it's the Get Together pack in the Styled Looks. for formal wear. It's just really perfect. Need like neutral tones. You know, he's not an overly flashy guy. Again, cheating a little bit with styled outfits. Can someone please explain to me how the styled outfits are really cute, but then the towny Sims look like they dropped acid or something? Like, why is that? Like, who's in charge here? I just always think that's so funny, but here we are figuring out his party wear. I wasn't really sure what I was gonna put on him. I'm kind of playing around with a few things, but ultimately I found this little rugby shirt from Discover University and was like, yeah, that's it. You know, he's like, oh yeah, I got my shirt on, like I'm ready to go. Like, let's just rock and roll. Let's get to my nephew Aiden's birthday party. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so let's change his shorts up here. Again, like his style is super like maybe thrifting, something like that. I mean, we just got eco lifestyle, so maybe that would work. I just randomized his last name, and that's how I came up with the Paget family, or the Paget couple. I guess they really are more of a couple. Now, when it comes to picking his traits and his aspirations, excuse me, I wasn't really sure, and then I kind of landed on, you know, here's this introverted guy and writing. I think he definitely wants to be a writer. He's written these stories his whole life. That's been his like friend group, his way of getting around the world. And then I really wanted him to have like some negative traits, but I realized that was not the negative trait that I wanted. Not that like hot-headed is negative, but just some unsavory traits. And I mixed that with his like genius ability, and I kind of fluttered around here looking for something else. But ultimately I landed back on what my first choice was, which was going to be unflirty, just because I love that awkward little animation, and I think it's just really a good description of Joel. And then we pop into making his significant other, who I opened this up and I was like, oh my god, wow, she's so pretty. Like, she works, she's already like her own little character with her boots. Again, can't type, but eventually we got to Elizabeth, and I'm still so upset they don't have boyfriends and girlfriends in Create Sim, but that's fine, so they can be married. And then I was just like, got here and I was like, oh my gosh, she is so pretty. There is so little that I have to do to her, and I just changed her hair, which I felt this like suited more of her laid back personality, which is what I was going for. Like, she's just obviously like naturally pretty, so I just gave her some like light makeup. I mean, LOL, as I put like MAC full contour on her.
I don't know if you're supposed to put your contour on before the rest of your makeup or after the rest of your makeup, but it doesn't matter because men are stupid. So long as you look like a newborn baby, they are willing to mate with you.
Also, can we just talk about how that MAC blush saved the like blush options of makeup? Because we had one prior to that, at least in base game. Anyway, then I just realized I just got Discover University, and the fact that I can put facial piercings on my Sims now was so exciting, and I felt like that just gave her so much character. This idea of her also being a creative popped into my head, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. He's a creative writer and she's a creative in some way. I don't know yet, but we're gonna figure that out. And then maybe they like met at college or something. So yeah, I just ran with that, and I really did like the boots, but I wasn't feeling these with the heels, and I was like, let me just wear flats. And I was like, oh, not so crazy about those pant cutouts, so we're gonna go back to boots. And that's what I did. And then we hopped into formal wear, and I don't know, I was gonna do an updo because that's more formal, but I decided on this because I feel like she's one of those people who's just like puts her hair down, pops on a dress, and she's like, I'm ready to go. Like, no fuss, no muss, no coconuts. Just super relaxed and chill. And I found this dress and I just thought it was it's effortless elegance. It is the epitome. Like, look how gorgeous she looks. She is just rocking it with like no jewelry, no nothing. And then we get this to this. God bless. Again, like, she's super cute, but she just like throws on her shorts and her sweatshirt. shirt and is like, I'm going jogging, be back later, like chat soon. You know, she's super relaxed and laid back, and that's why they like work well together, I feel, as a couple, because they're both very nonchalant. This actually looked really good. I was very happy with this as a sleepwear choice, so I didn't change that much. I didn't give them a lot of outfits. I just made it like really simple. That way you guys can expand too. If you like them as a couple, you can like expand on their outfits, their wardrobes, whatever, their storyline. Yeah. And then deciding on her party wear, I just kept it really simple. I actually felt these two, like the pants and the top, really flattered each other, and they looked super good on her. And again, just like easy, just like her go-to jacket, simple swimwear. I was not loving these shorts at first, but then I decided, no, they're totally Elizabeth, they're totally Biz. She just pops this on super simple, and then I switch into this. Who made this?
She's out of her mind right now, seriously.
Who decided this precious skirt with dog bones was gonna be acceptable?
I will, I'll get it.
So that's what we did. We ripped it off. We changed it right up for hot weather. Gave her this cute little denim, cute little crop. Super just cute, like light and summery. And then we switched up her makeup, kept it real glossy, and this. I just recently got Rum with Magic, and I just love that outfit. I'd never seen it before, but we ended up going with something a little more casual for Biz, because that wasn't really her vibey. But yeah, just a little, I think this is from Discover University, this outfit. And then I just thought that hat was really, I just love the little hats. I think they're so sweet. Yeah, just finishing up her winter makeup. I just realized you probably don't want to wear a hat like inside, but that's fine. And then my fave look, I just love her in this. I think she looks so glam without trying, which is like my go-to look. But these are all of her outfits. Activewear, sleepy, and then I think I put some shoes on her, yeah. But no worries. Party-in. All summer and her winter wear. And then when it came time to do her traits, I knew I wanted her to be a creative of sorts, and then I was like, that's it. She's a painter. She has painted her whole life. She was so talented at art. And I wanted to give her some traits that were going to be complementary to Joel's. So I went with Art Lover, which I think is perfect for any artist. And I also went with Ambitious. I choose that next just because I really think she wants to move up in the art world and make a name for herself. But at the end of the day, she's still like a geek, and she's still introverted and just like loves her own time. And I think that's why they make the perfect couple, because they just are best friends that also enjoy alone time. And this is the Paget family. This is the Paget family. They both love electronic music, funny enough. Didn't even plan that. And they recently moved into a new place together after they were married. Joel continues his career as a writer. He has a very high writing skill. And Biz continues to paint. She's an incredibly talented painter. And again, she's trying to make a name for herself. So their biggest question right now as a couple is whether or not it's time for them to start a family, or do they just continue to achieve their goals in their careers? So I don't know. What do you guys think? What would you decide to do? This couple is available to download from the gallery under my username Chevsters. Go check them out.